Hello, I've got some great news for all my viewers and a lot of people around the world that perhaps hasn't seen this article. I'm using an article from a newspaper here called, it's an online newspaper, it's called the Rappler, R-A-P-P-L-E-R. And normally I don't discuss politics, religion, or anything like that about the country. I'm here to give you guys a view of my Philippine journey and my travels and relationships and things that I do here, the people that I help, the people that I meet, and it's been a lot of fun and it's been great. But today on the Rappler, I'm at the computer now, and there's a very important article here that I want to tell everybody. We've got a lot of OFWs in a lot of foreign countries. We've got a lot of Americans here in the Philippines. We've got Americans in America looking to move here, concerned about their health and well-being when they get here. And we have a lot of Filipinas and Filipinos living in America and working in America, and most of them are citizens. But this is an article that came in that I just have to share with you. Yesterday, Duterte, DU30, President Duterte, he was at a place called, I'm going to have to look back at my computer here, so y'all bear with me. I'm not real good at this, but he was at a place called Balangaga on eastern Samar. Back 116 years ago, the Americans, or a group of Americans, or a bad group or a good group, I don't know. I don't keep up with that much of it. But they went into this place and they went in there and they were slaughtered for the most part. There was like 48 out of 74 U.S. troops were slaughtered. They were defeated at the Balangaga massacre. Locals outsmarted and killed 48 of 74 of the U.S. troops in 1901. The siege was signaled by those bells, which the U.S. eventually took as spoils of war, and I think they've got them in one in a military base in South Korea, one or two of them are in America on a couple of military bases. And President Duterte demanded that we return them, and which I think the American government's trying to do that. Well, he shows up at this meeting. He shows up at the this encounter day here in eastern Samar, and President Duterte, you know, people were expecting him to slam America again and say hateful things about America again, and he's good at doing that, and it scares a lot of people that want to come over here, and it concerns most of us that are living here, because we're here in good faith, and people like me, try to do as much as I can for the people when I can, you know, and so, and we have helped the Philippines a lot. I know personally, after the war, after doing some tours with some historians here, my goodness, Americans came into Iloilo City and built the new university, UP, University of Philippines, here in Haro. I know they rebuilt other universities. They did the one downtown. They helped restore that one. We got all the Japanese out of the Philippines, and we're constantly sending food aid over here. We've got military drills going on. So it's pleasing to hear that the president has now softened his tone against the American people and the American government, because he realizes that we've done a lot. Now I'm going to kind of glance at my computer here, and I'm going to kind of, it's not to read everything, but let me read you some of the comments that he's made. He said that he would rather be friendly now with the United States because the Americans have redeemed themselves and helped us a lot. There are many factors involved, but I'd rather be friendly to them now, because aside of these episodes of, I said, sad incidences, overall, I think the Americans also redeemed themselves a lot. He said during this 116th Balangiga Day encounter day in eastern Samoa. There were some bad things, bad incident happened down in Mindanao, an island down there, and then this situation here. But we have been here to help. Due to this demand, the observers expected that the president was going to slam the U.S. again during this particular encounter day when he got up and spoke. But he surprisingly went soft on the U.S. on Thursday, which was yesterday. He says, in bold, they are our allies. I would not say that they're our saviors, but they are our allies, and they have helped us. Even today, they provide crucial equipment to our soldiers in Marawi to fight the terrorists, he added. We gave them a bunch of rifles, high-powered rifles. We gave them machine guns. And this is recently, in the last 3 months. Duterte described the previous abuses, if you want to call them that, as water under the bridge. This is a significant speech by President Duterte, and I'm so pleased to read this. In earlier speeches, he said that he blamed the U.S. for atrocities such as the Bud Dadjo massacre, where Americans killed around 600 Moros in Sulu. That was the other one I was talking about in southern Mindanao. Earlier this month, the U.S. announced that it was donating 730 million pesos, or $15 million, to help rebuild Marawi. As you guys know, this Marawi is a Muslim takeover, ISIS takeover of the city of Marawi. It's gone on for almost 5 months now, and hopefully within the next 2 weeks, as I've been reading all the updates, in the next 2 weeks, they will be in full control. They got into the mosques. They didn't blow up the mosque, but they were hiding in the mosque and hiding the what do you call them, the captors inside there. So they managed to get into there, and there's just a handful of them left, and they're using drones now, and they can see them running from building to building, and when they do run into a building, they're shooting a bomb into them and wiping them out. The Philippines and the U.S. held a drill recently that simulated a hijacking and a hostage-taking incident to train their troops in fighting terrorism. So this is an article I'm just extremely pleased to bring you. Many of you guys don't know what's going on here, and we got a couple of people that complain that I don't talk about the politics here, or the vloggers don't talk about the politics here in the Philippines. And I'm a guest here, and I'm not going to talk bad about the politics. I'm not going to talk about corruption. I'm not going to do that. There's plenty of it in America. Y'all can turn to Fox News and watch it on Fox News and get your share of corruption. It's all in the White House, and we all know that. Some of y'all may get offended by that, but there's a lot of truth to that, and we'll leave it at that. But it's great news, and just wanted to share that with you guys, because it is trying times. We all here, as foreign tourists here, American tourists, have been real concerned about the rhetoric coming from DU30, or President Duterte, and this is a real blessing. This is a real blessing that he's being this way. So just wanted to share that with you. Thank you for watching my Philippine journey.